Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed about testing with Just and Mocha, right? So today we'll be discussing about the JavaScript dynamic scoping. So JavaScript uses lexical scoping by default. So we know this one. JavaScript uses lexical scoping by default, but dynamic scoping can be simulated using features like closures or context manipulation, right? Again, I'm telling JavaScript uses lexical scoping by default, right? But dynamic scoping can be simulated using features like closures or context manipulation. So let's try to implement the same with the examples. Initially, let's see simulating dynamic scoping, and the second example we will go with the context manipulation, right? First, let's go with the simulating dynamic scoping. I'll just quickly come here. Let me give here function outer. Let me call the function name outer. Here I'll just consider here this is relevant, right? I'll just consider outer variable name. So this is relevant to this example basically. So I'll just give here outer value. Next, let me give here function inner. So here let me log something quickly here. I'll just give here console log of outer var I have considered in the previous function, right? Outer function, this one, outer var, I'll call the same thing here. So let me call inner here and let me call outer here. So we have to get the output outer value, right? So we have assigned the outer var variable to the outer value. So we are trying to get the outer var from the inner function, right? This one. So when I log outer var, we have to get the output outer value. Let's try running the code. So yeah, we are getting the output outer value. So quickly I'll tell you what I have done here. So basically lexical scope, nothing but the inner, this one. Basically lexical scope, nothing but inner uses variables from the outer. So this is using the variable from the outer function, right? Inner function, nothing but the lexical scope, that is using the variable from the outer function, nothing but outer var. We are logging the outer var, right? So that's what we are doing here. And closure, basically it captures the outer variable. Closure captures the outer variable and we will get the output nothing but the value of the outer var that we have assigned to the outer var, right? So I hope the concept of this one, simulating the dynamic scoping, is completely clear. Next, let's see the example via context manipulation, right? So here, let me quickly delete this one. So let me come here. Let me quickly create the function. Let me name this one greet, right? So next what I'll do, I'll just try to log something over here. I'll just give here, in my case, I'll just give this dot name. So here let me give greet dot call. Within the object, I'll just give here name. Let me call here my name. I'll just give Bharadwaj. You can give anything. In my case, I'll just give Bharadwaj. So what I'm doing here, call what I have made use of here, greet dot call. Whatever I have written here, call, this one dynamically changes the scope. Again, I'm telling this call, what I have made use of call here, this one dynamically changes the scope, and the context switch locks the name from the past object. So that is the reason we have to get the output this one, right? This dot name I have logged here. So name I have passed Bharadwaj. So as I have said earlier, context switch, nothing but it locks the name from the past object. If I try to run the code, I have to get the output Bharadwaj. So this one works absolutely correct. So I hope the concept of context manipulation as well as simulating the dynamic scoping is completely clear. So this was easy, right? So next, let's try to discuss on using and creating the middlewares in JavaScript. So basically in the Express.js. So we'll not be writing I'll just take a snippet and I'll just try to explain the same, right? For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.